I'm sitting here. I just had to turn the camera on really quick. Been sitting here looking out the window, having this cup of coffee, and all of a sudden a great big brown spot down in the driveway. Nice big doe. Nice big doe coming up over the she's right there. I can see her flicking her tail. But I don't know if she's coming to hear me talking and want to come check it out, or coming out to check out all the new fresh grass. Probably coming up to have a snack, because that driveway is been right full of grass until I got it cut. But that was pretty sweet. Don't see. I'm hoping she'd come up a little further. Yeah, I can see another one. I'm hoping there's some fawns behind her. I would try to put the camera out there for you guys, but you'll never see it anyways. I'm pretty sure that there's two of them down there. You can just barely make her out through the trees. I can see tail wagging. I know there's two because this one is really small that I can see right now, and the other one was really big. Plus the other one looked back up the trail. Now I can't see it at all. Made a step when I looked up at the camera to talk to you guys. Well, that's pretty nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I tell you, I don't care how old you get. When you're sitting at camp and a deer walks up your driveway, you still get excited. You still get very excited. I got a neighbor that used to feed them. I don't think he's here in the winter anymore. But because of his feeding deer, we lost a lot of deer. Because he's right on the water down there, and he fed them out. He fed them out there in his driveway, and large deer kill from the coyotes all the time, all winter. They go down the lake, up the shoreline. You just saw another one. Waiting to see what's happening down there. Anyways, I'm glad to see that he moved out in the wintertime. Him and his wife got divorced, and the cabin was hers. So he doesn't stay there anymore in the wintertime. Yeah, I can see tail moving. Stepping through the woods. I gotta open that. All the blowdowns really close things up. But if you open up a little trail, they'll take it. They'll use it all the time. A real nice spot to set up a game camera on. So that's interesting. But anyways, you go down, it was nothing to see anywhere from a half a dozen or more deer if you were within a quarter of a mile of that cabin out in the woods that the coyotes had got. You go down the shoreline and the coyotes had gotten them too. So it's really not a good idea to feed deer. It's just not healthy for them. Once the coyotes know that the deer are feeding in an area, then they move right in, and them deer are setting ducks, especially if there's ice on the lake. Deer can't run on ice. They've got hoofs. Dogs and coyotes have got claws, so the ice doesn't mean absolutely nothing to a coyote. But to a deer, the deer can't even walk on it, let alone run on it. So it's not a good idea to feed deer at your camp. And not only that, it's not healthy for them. A lot of people like to throw corn at a deer. Well, a deer's stomach's not set up to take care of corn, especially in the wintertime. Think about it. I mean, deer in the wintertime live on these buds, and lichen. They live on the old man's beard. That's what they really like. If you want to help out a deer, go drop a couple of trees so they can get at that lichen. But corn is really bad for them. Their stomachs won't process corn. It actually kills them, from what the biologists say. it actually will kill them. So, but hey, I want to turn the camera on real quick and let you know there's a little bit of wildlife running across the driveway down there. You'll have to take my word for it. Because sometimes I got the camera out for you guys, and sometimes I just want to plain enjoy it. And if I had run out there on the porch with that camera, that would have spooked them, and I wouldn't have got a chance to enjoy them. Selfish. Selfish. Well, you guys will like what I'm eating tonight. I've eaten it every night this week, but it has saved me from cooking. I haven't cooked a meal all week. I came up here with a pot of New England baked beans, East Grand style. Oh, so good. I've been baking a pot of beans every week for the last 3 months. But anyways, because it's cheap eating. Yeah, save money on the meal, put it in the fuel tank. But besides that, I just plain like I like baked beans. Yeah. But what I've been doing this week, because I don't want to cook. It's been 85 degrees yesterday. Got closer to 90. So I don't want to cook at night. I just want to kind of relax. But I brought up some hot dog rolls. And what I've been doing is spooning those beans into that hot dog roll like a big sub. And have 2 of them at night. My goodness, is that satisfying. Got that, oh nice. This batch of beans was unbelievable anyways. The difference between a good batch of beans and a mediocre batch of beans is cook time. When you think they're done, cook them for 2 more hours. That's the difference. Cook them for 2 more hours. Because you need that bean to give up. You need that bean to come to the end of the cook where it just says, blah, I've had enough. And at that point, all of the goodness that's in that bean turns into a sauce. And this time, I didn't check it at all. I just put the pot of beans in the oven and I just let it go. Oh, I was in at 9 o'clock and I let it go until 4 o'clock at 320 degrees. I've turned my beans down from 350 to 320 so they cook slower. So I never checked them. When I got in there at 4 o'clock, I actually had to add a little bit of water so I could get the bean drop was a little too thick, which was perfect. So I added some water to that, loosened them up, and just got a wicked good bean broth. But makes for some simple eating here at the cabin. This time of year, no cooking and all that is got the cat's meow. And I love, if you haven't had a good cold bean sandwich, I know I got someone who watches the channel. I was thinking of you, I forget the name of her channel. Hippie Chick. Hello, Hippie Chick. I was thinking of you when I've been putting these bean sandwiches together for supper, because I know you said you like a good cold bean sandwich. Well, I'll tell you what, on these hot days, they've been hitting the spot. Good cold bean sandwich. Good cold bean sandwich. So tonight, that's exactly what I'm gonna have again, is a good cold bean sandwich. I did bring up some potatoes and stuff like that for making fries and stuff, but I'm not gonna bother. Them sandwiches are hitting the spot, making for a good evening. So I wanted to just turn this camera on quick again so you could see, so I could tell you about the deer that was down in the driveway. Nice big doe. Big healthy looking doe. She might have, if I hadn't started talking, she might have come right up into the lawn. Really funny too, good generator running out back. That generator been running out back. I always thought that would kind of keep the critters away, but didn't bother her. Again, they get used to having you around. You know, they know where people are. Normally, there's no coyotes. Yeah, so, hey, you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time.